Well, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining me. This is your host, ID Jester. Welcome to Marvel Heroes 2016 edition. And let me just start this episode by saying they done fucked it up. Oh my god. So, as we had posted a few weeks ago or a week ago, they have gone and updated everything in the game. The biggest update ever, which is very good. Actually, that they're spending all the time trying to change things and updating things and everything. But man, did they fuck this up bad. They've taken everything that I liked about Marvel Heroes and basically nerfed it. So let's talk about it. So, one of the things is they changed every single hero so that you get all your powers, and then you can choose kind of different talents to kind of focus in on some of your different abilities and stuff, which is really really cool, and that's great. And I like how the change is there. So how did they fuck this up? Well, they done taken away the Omega system for this stupid Infinity system, which is ridiculously stupid. You now are limited in what your choices can be, and of course you either going to be taking strength points or you're going to be putting them into other things such as take less damage, your ultimate power cooldown, your summon ally damage, and there's just not a lot of choices there. They've taken some of the choices from the Infinity system, and now they've changed it over, the Omega system, and now they've taken it over with this Infinity system. It's just, I just hate the Infinity system so bad. It's just, um, it nerfs energy heroes because you can either put points into, is it reality here? So you can either put points in to get an extra critical hit chance, or you can put points in energy, one or the other. So the energy heroes have to make a choice. If they take the energy bonus, which is going to be good for their hero, which is great, but then they don't get the bonus extra critical hit chance. And well, they've done screwed that up as well, because if we look at our characters now, and I'm looking at Hawkeye here specifically, I played probably about 4 or 5 heroes since the new update. And the thing is, they've changed everything now, which is kind of cool, but then I don't have time to sit down and try and relearn and remanage and go through every single hero and kind of fine tune them all over again. They've changed how each of their different attributes work now. So like fighting no longer gives you certain bonuses to your brutal strikes. Now it's your critical rating multiplier and your damage taken from melee attacks. Your strength used to give you bonuses to all your strength back based attacks. Now it gives you 4% deflect rating multiplier and reduced damage from detected attacks. What the fuck does that even mean? Holy cow, that's ridiculous. Hawkeye here has got a 4 strength now. 4 stinking strength. Even though he has, I believe, physical damage rating. So before the update, you were trying to crank out your strength and your fighting and kind of max those out. Now it's like you got to try and micromanage and figure out which abilities you want to use and kind of adjust your attribute points accordingly. But it's like learning a brand new, whole new system, and it's just gotten to the point where it's totally ridiculous. They've nerfed every single stats in the game for all the powers, for all the heroes. So like our critical hit rating, and this is really, really good compared to some of the heroes. I got a 43%, 43 to 45% chance of critical hits. And of course our brutal strike rating is a whopping 35 freaking percent. Even though before the update we were running 50 to 55% in both of these categories. At least in most of our heroes, if not all of them. So they've nerfed how much damage you do to enemy bosses, which is really bad because now instead of feeling like a badass, you have to sit there and you know, if we go to our stats here, we're doing 2,743 damage, which is you know, kind of I would say, you know, not low end, not high end, not in the middle, probably slightly higher than middle. Most heroes kind of in the middle. And I haven't had a chance to adjust anything or do any kind of fine manipulation or anything. But he's about halfway up past the middle. Now, when we go and fight other heroes, we will sit there and spend 5-10 minutes, and this is with, you know, other people in the group. So basically, instead of feeling like a badass superhero, you now feel like some kind of wimpy, no nothing, no do nothing hero. And who wants to do that? Here we are, we're just sitting here with like other heroes in the game here, just fighting him. I don't know, there's probably there's Silver Surfers here. That's one hero down. We got to kill the other guy now. Here it goes, my big power attack here. It did 191,000 damage. Wow. Well, there we go with again. This one was doing, you know, between 2 to 3 to 5 million points of damage before the update, and now it's doing very, very little damage, and that's pretty much across the board. The other thing I totally hate about this new update, oh my god, do I hate this new update. They've nerfed now your rolling abilities. You know, if you watch all my videos everywhere since day one, getting a rolling around on the battlefield, getting, you know, manipulating, rolling around, or getting from one area to another, that's how you do it. Well, now you get 3 charges, and then each charge takes a certain amount of time before it will come back. There's a 3-second delay, so you can't roll around the battlefield anymore. It's basically you have to you know, kind of roll once, and then you have to stand there and walk around, and then, you know, then you can roll again, and then you're gonna walk, and then you're gonna roll again, or you can use your travel power, which everybody has, which is fine. The problem is you can't use your powers when you're using your travel powers. You're basically can't do that. So here we are, we're fighting, who's this? One of the Spider-Man clones. If you watched any of my heroes before the big update, we were killing these guys probably within, oh, I don't know, 30 to 40 seconds, tops, 20 seconds, maybe 10 seconds on some of the heroes. I mean, we were, you know, totally destroying these guys. And now look at his health. It's just like, okay, now I got to run away, try to get some health because we've fucked up the system now. Oh my god, it's ridiculous. And this is not even the end of it. This is not even the end of it. Wait till, let's see, here's our big shot here. Ooh, it did 275,000 points of damage. I'm gonna die here. I did die. Thank God I got a reprieve. I could get out of dodge free card there with Hawkeye, I think. So now I got to sit here, and I'm using all my big attacks. I'm using everything, and look at these damage numbers, like 12,000, 15,000, you know, 40,000, whatever. 100, you know, 22,000, 40,000, 42,000. All those big red numbers are brutal strikes. And yeah, those big numbers there are now 40,000, 20,000. Okay, get off of me. You can't even fight the minions because you can't even afford to take damage from them anymore. Because they hit so much. This is, oh, we're not even done. Just wait. I got a lot to talk about. Look at, I mean, the damage numbers are just ridiculously stupid. You can't do anything, and then you got to sit here and just fight them over and over and over again. And it's not Hawkeye is underpowered because, as I mentioned, we played probably 4 or 5 heroes. Without my companion there distracting these guys, we would have died probably 10 times so far. Oh, we're gonna die again. This is almost like the Diablo update that they have. I forget one of the patches with Diablo, where they basically messed up the whole system and you couldn't do anything anymore. And look at this. Here we go. This guy's still alive over here. We got to come over and fight him too. Activate all of our powers. Hit our health bar. I don't understand, and it's not just us. We got Wanda here fighting him. We also have Captain America over here fighting him. It's just so bad. Let me explain why. As you've already heard some of my complaints, but let's kill this asshole over here. Here we go with our big power. Boom! Oh, 44,000 points of damage. Wow. That's impressive. Oh, look at, we get a couple armor research drives. That's great. Oh. Oh, nope. We got to run over and get the other guy now. Nope, we can't run over there. We can't. We got to use our travel power. We can't get over from one area of the map to the next. So, I've been playing with Hawkeye for maybe an hour or so. This is like another one of my biggest complaints here. As you will notice, we're just in the Industrial City Patrol, which is very common for us, right? Very, very common. We've been here hundreds and hundreds of hours of times. You can't actually go here on a normal difficulty. Okay, that's fine. They're going to make you go here on heroic difficulty, which is supposed to give you bonus XP. Bonus credit fine plus 90%. Alright, so they're going to make the enemies harder in this area, which is okay, fine. And you get extra 90% bonus treasure. This is what I've gotten so far. I've gotten some astral essences and some ionic particles and some nanotech filaments. And I picked up an Industrial City Siglet, a relic, another relic, and a crossbow tactical vest gun holster. That's all the wonderful things. And oh yeah, one unique over here. Oh, we got a couple chests. Let's open the chest and see what great bonus treasure we get. Nothing, absolutely nothing but a green ring. So I'm in this area, supposed to be getting 90% extra. Let's see, XP and credit fine. And the credit fine is very, very important because no longer can you come to your crafter and exchange things for money. You can't turn in anything for money anymore. So the only way you can earn money in the game, from what I understand, is you have to actually play the game to earn money for your characters now. So they're going to force you to play the game for an even longer and longer and longer so you can earn money for your characters so that you can actually buy things like, oh, I don't know, upgrades to their equipment, or buy some re-rolls on some of the crappy equipment they give out. I'm done with this game. They've done fucked it up bad. Everything about this new system sucks. It's ridiculous. I was kind of hoping after the update that there was some missing elements because I hadn't finished that part of it yet or anything, but after a couple weeks now, they still don't have any exchange in there. So, I had almost 10 million in my stash back when the update happened, and then we did some upgrades to some of our heroes.
You can get a lot done,
and as you can see, ooh, I got a space point. Whatever the fuck a space point is now. Who ever heard of a space point? Okay, these wonderful chests. So I get my Odin marks that, I should have been getting all along anyways. So, ooh, hey, look. I got a purple and green ring. That's great. I can sell those for what? 112 credits. I can sell this for 112 credits. Yay! Okay, so maybe they're just not giving you a lot of money because it doesn't cost anything to upgrade your equipment anymore, right? Is that what the issue is, you think? No. Let's go and take a look here. Let's see, we have to go to miscellaneous here. Just to create you an unstable molecule still costs you 50,000. 50 freaking thousand just for an unstable molecule. Most everything requires unstable molecules now. So I mean, they don't give you any money. They force you to come into these zones. They force you to play your characters. I hate the fact that I can't roll my character and use my abilities now. Look at these damage numbers now that I don't have any other heroes around. 26,000, 47,000, 38,000, 44,000. Ooh, really? Now that's really impressive, isn't it? So let's use our big boy power here. We're going to use our signature power and see what kind of damage that does. Ooh, 132,000 damage. Oh, 51,000. Let's use our rocket arrow power. Boom. Ooh, 142,000. That's why it takes forever to kill bosses now, is because they've done it. It basically takes you, I would say, and I'm not lying, 12 to 15 times longer to kill these bosses now, and even with heroes. If you go back and watch my videos from just a couple months ago, at the end of 2016, we were killing bosses in Midtown Patrol within 7 to 10 seconds. We had a big competition between heroes to see how long it takes us to kill them. Now, if they wanted to make bosses tougher, they don't need to do what stupid, the Tom Clancy's stupid, The Division did. All The Division did was say, oh, yeah, you know what, we're going to make our enemies really, really tough. We're going to make our bosses really, really tough by adding a bazillion fucking hit points on them and make it really, really tough for you to kill. And all they turn into is bullet sponges, so you just sit there for mindlessly over and over, hours and hours and hours, and fight these guys. The same thing with Marvel Heroes now. You got to sit there 5-10 minutes to fight these bosses. Hopefully you got other people around you that can help, because you can't just stand there and fight them toe to toe. I'm done with this game. They done fucked it up good. That's all I have to say. See ya.